birds extinct. Can't find them anymore. Right now we're looking at Mongolian wild horses as we enter this exhibit. One of the last ones you see, the smallest ones, with a very teddy bear sort of very soft fur, like a sheep actually, is Brianna. You may have seen her name as you entered the monorail. Our newest foal in the past 13 years.
Flying around, right?
Now these animals were actually on the brink of extinction. They were actually extinct in nature and couldn't be found at all in the wild. People would have to come to the zoos in order to see them. It wasn't until reintroduction efforts, thanks to North American and Asian zoos, that they were reintroduced. Now, captive breeding of these animals, once we knew their native populations were endangered, began in 1901. The Bronx Zoo received its first animals in 1902, a herd of 28. And the ones you see here today are actually all direct descendants, with the exception of two of some of the first we've ever received. A bit more information on these horses.
The first accounts of Mongolian wild horses come from rock engravings, paintings, and even cave drawings that date back more than 20,000 years. And the first written accounts were from Tibet, sometime around 900 AD. But these horses remained largely unknown and unnamed to the Western world for many years. During an expedition to Central Asia in 1879, a famous Russian explorer and naturalist, Colonel Nikolai Przewalski, encountered the horse in Western Mongolia. Because of his discovery, this species is also known as Przewalski's horse.
Get your cameras ready.
They said put the cameras away.
Oh, we said get them ready.
We're going to be stopping momentarily. The train just has to reset for 1 second as it missed the tag. It always does in this area. Right now we're approaching our next meadow where we're going to be looking at our gaur as well as our brow antler deer. All the animals you'll see here are either on the list for vulnerable, threatened, endangered. The gaur is going to look a bit like a buffalo, an ox, or a bison. The animal stands about 6 feet tall, 10 feet long, weighing 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, really.
Right now we're approaching some actually.
Oh, here they are.
They were resting earlier today and weren't moving much. Right now they're all standing up.
In the back. I see them.
Some very huge animals right there. Now you can see huge horns on the top of their head. With their huge size, nothing really plagues these big animals. But actually, the one that's using the bathroom right now, defecating, that's Eddie Bauer. That's the biggest one there, weighs like 2,300 pounds. The one directly on his left, the smallest one with the lighter color, that's Petey, born this past November, our newest baby.
Oh my gosh, that one's so big. Oh my goodness. Ew, I would never, ew. They're so ugly.
Now once again, nothing really plagues these huge animals.
Well, they're like the little ones.
With their big size and the big horns, they can fight off anything threatening them, including tigers.
Really? Because elephants are supposed to be they get eaten.
Right now, the reason they can catch from domestic cattle, and the loss of their native habitat is limiting their numbers though. You can also see some brow antler deer out there, over towards the center of
they're cute. Oh, they're looking.
the center of the field.
I see a guy. Just kidding. It's a rock. There's a guy.
Brow antler deer, like the Barasinga, were actually on the list for vulnerable species. Now you can hear some traffic on the Bronx River Parkway directly behind us.
Really? That's cool.
As well as a big fence constructed in front of us with wood planks vertically. The wood planks are meant to keep the noise out of the exhibit, which houses our Malayan tiger just on the other side.
It's cool, right? Inside there. It's cool.
Tigers are very, very secretive animals and hide very well. They eat about 40 pounds of meat in a single city, the equivalent of 160 hamburgers.
Oh, yeah.
After that, with their bellies full, they don't do much for a very long period of time until they're hungry again.
Alright, tigers. I see a duck.
They're very secretive and they catch their prey by stalking together within a short distance, then pouncing on the animal when they least expect it. Right now you can actually see her sitting up. This is Sita. The first car is approaching her now. If you guys in the later parts look all the way up here where my hand is, when you get to this point you'll be able to see her perfectly.
Alright, if you say so.
Directly in front of us is Sita, our Malayan tiger. Slightly smaller than our Siberian tigers, which you'll see in the Tiger Mountain exhibit. Now the stripes on their back is sort of like the fingerprint on our finger. Just a quick photo snapshot, we could distinguish which one's which out in the wild.
Oh my gosh.
Their stripes are very unique
I love tigers.
to each animal.
It's like a
Sitting there for a picture, right?
So I'm waiting for her to pull out.
Phoebe. She was like, oh, like she just woke up, right? Oh, you want to eat?
Now males are called peacocks, while the females are called
Big accident on the
peahens.
highway.
Oh,
They're known as dimorphic.
dimorphic.
You can see some axes deer out there, the ones with the spots.
Like, hell,
The
like,
males have a blue neck, as well as green feathers on their back. The females have a green neck,
Hi, peacock.
no beautiful
I want a deer.
long feathers on the back. Dimorphic just means that we could tell a male from a female with a quick glance. These are our Barasinga with the stripe on their back, a dark tan color. Their antlers are sort of fuzzy, as you can see. A little bit different than most other antlers. Some of them are on top
Oh,
of
oh my gosh.
a fallen tree limb.
Look at his antlers. They're so fuzzy. Look at the peacock. It's okay, I'm taking a video. Oh, it died? Okay, that's my camera. I'll take a video.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are passing some bamboo right now.
Where?
yeah, sit down.
Just on the other side of this bamboo, we're looking at a pig whose tusks rip through the top of his snout. This
gosh.
is Umberto, our pig deer,
Where?
or Babirusa, more commonly known.
Bamboo.
Look at this.
Bamboo.
Look
The
at
second
thinking
one
of
is
Boomba.
Kelsey, our female, whose
Pumbaa.
tusks do not rip through the
Pumbaa.
top of her snout. Once again, she's a female. She does not have tusks.
Hi, Pumbaa.
Umberto in the first exhibit, Kelsey in the second exhibit.
That's a pig's
very
name.
close to
That's the
fence line.
Pumbaa's name.
Right here.
Now here we approached the largest land
No,
mammal
that
in the
pig's
world,
name
our
was
Asian
Umberto.
elephant.
Oh, there was one right in the nurse, so we didn't see it.
All the way in the back, that's Patty, as in Patty Mayonnaise from the Doug Show. Really
Oh, the
close,
elephant.
resting her big body
Oh, look.
on the rail. That's
I think
Maxine.
I have a video.
These two are actually sisters, 39 and 41 years old. Smaller one is 39.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh, look at him. Oh, look at
They weigh 10,000 pounds to accommodate their huge size.
so
They eat 200
cute.
pounds of hay each and
Yeah.
every day.
Look at that
They
one.
drink about 40 gallons of water. Their trunks have about 40,000 muscles in it. With a little finger-like feature at the tip that they use to pick up small
Oh my
animals.
God, so
Now you may see them flapping their ears every so often.
Oh.
They do that just to cool off on a hot day when
I
they're
know, I got it, I
beating
got it.
down on their big bodies. As they sweat through the bottom of their feet.
Jen's calling me now.
Inside those big heads of theirs, they have really big brains, which they're very
You know that
sensitive to
elephants
change.
are afraid of mice.
When we first changed the monorail carts from a lighter green sort of blue color to this darker green color, they threw a fit. They would always yell at the cars when we passed by and pick things up with their trunk and throw it at us.
That's good. That's good.
Right now they've calmed down quite a bit, as you can tell.
Are we gonna pass every animal? I feel like there's too many of them to do that.
Oh, I see hippo coming up. Oh, right up on a hippo. Hippo's coming.
In this next exhibit, if you look farther back towards the rocks, we are looking at our Indian rhinoceros, 6-month-old baby Krishna, and mother Callie back there. I'm about to slow down so you guys can all get a nice little view.
That's what it is.
Right in front of the rocks, you have Krishna, our 6-month-old, and Callie. Callie's mommy, she's about 12 years old in human years, probably double that in rhinoceros years.
Oh, rhinoceros.
Oh, there it is.
Now, Callie was born with Krishna. Callie was pregnant with Krishna for about 16 months. Gave birth